Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number 307 SNV. This is a very typical and common door sweep from Pemko. The 307 is. And the 307 stands for its dimensional properties. There's an image below this video that will show those dimensional properties. And admittedly, the 1 7/8 overall length is a bit longer than the common door sweep, but this can be used to great effect with an undercut that might be a little bit larger than standard. You've got 7/8 worth of aluminum, then 1 inch worth of vinyl, according to the drawing at least. Okay, got a 1/4 inch thickness, and that's very common. So that'll give you the 307. Now the SN is satin nickel, and this is exactly what the satin nickel finish looks like from Pemko. So do keep in mind that this video is representative of what this looks like, and honestly, 1 out of 20 times a client says, well, that's not satin nickel. No, it's not. It's not exactly satin nickel, because satin nickel, to have a proper satin nickel finish, you'd need to have a brass base material. This is anodized. This is an anodized aluminum product to emulate satin nickel, and I would argue that it's complementary. It's sure a lot closer to satin nickel hardware than you would have with dark bronze or, of course, brass material. The point being, keep in mind that this satin nickel finish looks like this, and simply put, plainly stated, don't order it if it's not the right finish, because Pemko's producing an anodized finish on aluminum to emulate satin nickel. Just word to the wise. This is what precisely it looks like. Okay, now having said that, let's talk about different finishes. This is available, and I'm looking at my catalog here, in a variety of different finishes. You will be able to have certainly mill aluminum finish. You will be able to have bright dip gold, which is a very metallic, shiny gold color. Clear anodized, you'll be able to have a clear anodized finish over aluminum. You'll certainly be able to have dark bronze anodized. You'll be able to get gold anodized, which is a matte colored gold. Painted white is also available. Satin nickel is the last finish. So this door sweep, these dimensional properties are so common that you can get them in practically all colors. The V stands for vinyl. Vinyl is the insert material that's used and is the lesser quality of two that are available, the other being the PK version, or Pemko preen. It's like a synthetic rubber type silicone product, really. You would only buy the vinyl if economy was the most important aspect to what you were doing. Vinyl is poor performing in extreme temperatures or exposure to ultraviolet light, whereas their PK or Pemko preen will be much higher sort of performance in those extreme sort of conditions. So do keep that in mind. This is the vinyl. This is black, and black would be common for satin nickel, obviously. The D finish for dark bronze. The gold finishes, you'll get black. But if you were doing the painted white or the mill aluminum finish, this would come in gray. Okay. This is listed in the site in lots of different lengths, everything from 2 foot to 4 foot, pretty much, in 6 or 4 or maybe 2 inch increments. You'll be able to do this in. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. Now the reasoning is that we will be able to not only cut it to length for you, but we will give you that first slotted hole the proper distance from the edge, and then the proper center to center as well. And speaking of those holes, screws are included in a complementary finish. Now what I was calling your attention to earlier was this flap that goes up and behind the aluminum itself. And I like that feature. It's probably compensating for the relative thin gauge of the aluminum. When you screw these, when you apply the door sweep to the door, there could be an all but imperceptible bellying or bubble condition between the screws, depending on how they're put in or how tight the screws are put. So that flap behind there helps retard any moisture that's going to fall in from the backside of the door itself. That flap is very nice to give you a seal on both sides, or I should say on the backside of the door. So if you need a custom length, order the next longest piece and indicate that data will give you that first slotted hole at the proper distance from the edge, but the proper center to center as well. Slotted holes are nice to have from the factory, because if you were going to take this 36-inch piece and cut it down to, say, 32-inch, you'd certainly eliminate that slotted hole, and that slotted hole is going to help you account for a sill that's not level, or maybe a door that's not plumb. It'll also help you account for a misdrilled hole. So when you're pre-drilling the screw holes, that drill bit has a tendency to walk a little bit, whether you're drilling into wood or steel, fiberglass, stainless, bronze, aluminum. Certainly if you've not used a center punch when you're prepping to pre-drill that hole. So that slotted hole is nice to have, and of course it's difficult to drill a slotted hole in the field. So if you order a custom length, we'll give you that first slotted hole at the proper distance from the edge. Okay. Finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page, where you can pull up not only all of the Pemko products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Pemko, they're part number 307 SNV, Satin Nickel Door Sweep, or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.